Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here. We are going to replay Thief the Dark Project. Before we launch in, this Let's Replay has to come with a bunch of tedious Paul Harrell style caveats and disclaimers, so please bear with me. They are kind of important. This Let's Replay is just being done as an expression of love and enjoyment of Thief the Dark Project, which obviously it makes sense that, that's something that I would do. I respect the patches, I respect the widescreen, I respect keeping Thief running in a modern context on modern systems, on modern hardware, blah 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 blah. We're dispensing with that for this Let's Play. In the Doom community, we have Vanilla Doom. This is going to be Vanilla Thief. There's going to be no patches, no HD texture mods, no widescreen. You're going to put up with the 4:3 aspect ratio and the low resolution and the crude polygon count, the low polygon count. For the purposes of this Let's Replay, you have to assume that it is the year 2000 CE and your Eye of Stone is playing Thief for the first time. Obviously not, but that's sort of the lens through which I'm going to be doing this Let's Replay. With the first two games, with the first two Thief games, I tend to enforce a strict no saves policy. We're going to be maintaining that throughout this Let's Replay. Vanilla style, no patches, no mods, and no saves. We're going to be, it's going to be high stakes, all or nothing the entire time. So we're going back to the beginning with Lord Bafford's Manor. I have not, to this day, in all the years I have been playing Thief, I probably have not played every single Thief the Dark Project level and Thief the Metal Age level on the hard difficulty setting. Normal, yes. Expert, yes. When I decided to step it up, based on what was being said on ttlg.com at the time, I decided to go straight from normal to expert, and hard has always just sort of been forgotten in between. There's a number of TDP or TMA levels that I have played on hard, but I can't keep it straight which ones I have, which ones I haven't, but I know that I have not played every single Thief the Dark Project level and every single Thief the Metal Age level start to finish on hard, even now. So that is one thing I want to accomplish as a taffer while I'm still alive, while these games are still playable. That's what we're going to accomplish with this Let's Replay of Thief the Dark Project, and hopefully we will then move into a Let's Replay of Thief the Metal Age. You notice I say Thief the Dark Project. We will be doing this on the Steam version of Thief Gold, but I don't like to mess with the CDs anymore. The compact discs are sacred relics at this point. It's easier to use Steam. I don't want to mess with the CDs. We're skipping the gold levels. I'm just that bad and awful and evil and nasty and mean. As I have said elsewhere, I do not like the Thief Gold levels, really. I have done the Thief Gold levels anyway. You can see walkthroughs of those on this channel. So, again, this is supposed to be as vanilla a Thief the Dark Project experience as is practicable to provide nowadays. So, with no more babbling and rambling and taffing around, let's jump right in. Here we go.
Hey, I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with?
Couldn't pay me enough.
What? You soft belly.
Chances are, if you're watching this, you already know how the most iconic conversation in the entire Thief franchise goes. Let's not forget our little nook and cranny there. Again, I don't mean to belittle or detract from all the hard work that went into the texture packs and the mods and the patches that, you know, in a very real sense kept this game playable, but none of those have ever really looked correct to me. To me, this will always be Thief. By the time all that stuff came out, there were those of us who really had hundreds upon hundreds of gaming hours into Thief, and
how's it going?
You know, I have used the patches and the texture packs and all that, but this will always be how I prefer it. Always try to be neat and tidy, not carry extra stuff. Be courteous to the people we've burgled. Leave them their key. They'll get back to it eventually. I mean, I remember playing this game on CRT monitors that were wearing out, and one of them was really breaking down, and it would go dim, and then it would come back on, and you never knew what it was going to do. You could barely see anything, but you still had to play.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
Yes, you do that, Garrett. You know, I remember before you quite got the hang of swimming, it was a real question whether or not you were going to be able to get where you were going before you drowned. What the keeper in the introduction of this game refers to as new movement skills. It took some doing to learn how to swim in Thief.
Inside at last.
Inside Lord Bafford's Manor.
I've been thinking. The sir could really beef up security some.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides.
That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh. Usually, I knock one of these guys out and go for the flash bombs. Today, we are not going to knock this guy out. We are going to skip the flash bombs, and we are going to rely upon the mystic airborne knockouts later on at the end of this level. There's really no reason why you have to knock this guy out. Getting the flash bombs becomes about 100 times more complicated if you don't knock him out, but not impossible. At least I don't think it's impossible. I'm sure there's ghosters who've done it. We're just going to skip the flash bombs this time. The beauty and the joy in Thief lies in slowing it down. I know there's Thief speedrunners you know, speedrunning Thief, the whole point is to bask in the presence of these beautifully crafted levels and go slow, be one with the level, enjoy burglarizing these beautiful manors with criminal intent, be one with the building, be a statue, at least until the guard clears out of your area. The beauty of Thief is slowing it down and not rushing through the level. You know, you wait till exactly the right moment to move, and then move decisively. Staircase is something of a safety violation. Lord Bafford couldn't spring for a handrail. Ring.
Wouldn't Newmarket love that?
Yeah, I really dig the old school look. There are those of us who are so old that we are not bothered by a lack of widescreen. I mean, widescreen's great, but this just looks more correct. Now, I'll mention at this point, in this Let's Replay, you're only going to see me read mission-critical readings, because without the patches, without the mods, if I select the readings, I'm playing the Steam version of Thief, and I'm using Fraps to record it. That's just how I've always done it. And OBS Studio doesn't run too well on my machine. In this mode, if I do the readings, you're just going to see black on your screen. So, you know, this is the second Let's Play I've done of Thief. If you want to see the readings, watch my other Let's Play. There are many other ways to see the readings from these games. They are not going to be featured here, but that just means we focus on the experience of moving through the level more, but we're not moving through the level. We're just a pillar here. We're one of these stone things. We're the torch on the opposite side of the one we're looking at. We're not here. We're not burglarizing this place. There's nothing there. Again, I still, and probably always will, remember the first time I played this level and hiding for dear life from these guards who I couldn't just, you know, press fire and kill necessarily, wondering what the hell is this game and how the hell are you supposed to do this. If I just stop moving for a minute and pause, I can get that feeling, especially when I'm not playing with the graphics tweaked. So, you want to invest in establishing a rhythm with this guy's route. If you just wait, so that you know exactly where he is roughly. I won't say exactly, but if you wait for him to go back through that door on the left there, you'll be able to save yourself a lot of time. There's little bits of loot in these lower hallways to get. And the better idea you have of where he is and where he's going, you can get more done before you have to duck back out of sight again. So, sometimes in Thief you do save a lot of time by waiting just a little bit. You certainly make yourself less likely to walk into a blunder. Got to be careful there because a guard does come into that area. So go in here. There's a room like this on the opposite side of the manor we have to hit. Okay, so there he goes. Now here we come. And now we hurry up and wait. I'm going to repeat the same exercise. We want to give ourselves as much time and leisure on the other side as we just did on that side. So again, we're one with the carpeting. We're going to enjoy these beautiful paintings. We like being within a hair's breadth of the guard who doesn't know we're there. This is what makes Thief Thief. It's not about speed. It's certainly not about, I killed every guard in the level. It's not necessarily even about getting every single piece of loot. I mean, you could make that argument, but it's about finesse. It's about getting the job done skillfully. The artist that the trickster wanted to hire. So there he goes. Now let's make the most of our time. We're here. No, that shadow did not move. No shadows moving. Let's go ahead and go up here. Again, this is one area where you kind of have to be careful. You've got loud tiling here, just a little bit of it, and you've got a guard who kind of has a wonky patrol in the hall there. He goes out into the courtyard, he walks this hall. You don't want him chasing you into here, so let's just see what he's doing. Let's get track of where he's at, but not make any noise while we're doing it. Okay. Again, don't rush. Don't rush. If you think you're making a blunder, you are. You can take a risk, but you have to know what you're getting into. You have to know exactly what you're trying to do. You have to know exactly what it is that could get you killed. You got to do your little equation, then you got to leap. And you do have to pull the leap off physically, successfully, but if you don't ever do anything where the variables are unknown, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to jump right in front of somebody and they're going to swing. Again, there's nobody here. Do it again. Lord Bafford's manor is relatively symmetrical, not completely so, but relatively. There's an amount of repetition involved in this level. But, you know, this servant's quarters isn't the same as that storage room on the opposite side that we were just in. You always want to be thorough about flossing for loot. don't want to walk straight into him. We don't want him to see us go out of the room. We got to keep that light gem black, but we need to see where he is at. He's going to go up those stairs in a second here. We're going to check behind us one last time, and down the hall we go. Let's not let him catch sight of us or hear us.
I wonder if he reads them or if it's just for show.
Okay. Now, here it starts to get harder. We've got a lot of loud tile. We've got Lord Bafford's elite guard who have golden colored uniforms. Or I think brass armor would be rather heavy, but they're fancier uniforms, so they therefore must be deadlier. So we're going to position ourselves. Close the door. Now, you can ghost it. You've got to be real careful, and it's going to slow you way the hell down if you ghost the segment. So I'm not a ghoster. We were given the blackjack for a reason. As the manual of Thief says, a measured application of force. Flying knockout. Okay, that didn't really go well. I barely managed to pull that off by the skin of my teeth. Because I was exactly behind him. Well, I was behind him enough, and then I got completely behind him. Completely. And then I had... You have a very, very narrow window. Sometimes. For the chance to make a second strike. You don't always get it. Sometimes they just turn right about and swing, and you just took a sword to the face. Sometimes you are given a very narrow reprieve to try again. On this occasion, it worked, but that's the way it's supposed to go. Again, we don't leave bodies lying around in plain sight. Alright. Let's go down to the cellar first. I just barely managed to bring that first guy down. That was a very close call. I remember seeing this area of the level for the first time too. It's like, where are we? Thief does not come right out and tell you as much about itself in an expository manner as it possibly could. I mean, I remember for the first 2 or 3 levels not having the slightest idea what this game was really about, but you know, it was really interesting that as the game progressed, and then on like the second, let's not do that, on the second and the third run through, just how much more that I somehow all of a sudden knew, just based on, you know, the readings I'd done, and you know, the storytelling in Thief is as masterful as any other element of it, but it doesn't happen all at once. You know, whereas in Skyrim you're handed tome after tome of tedious expository material. Or you know, you can ask every character 7 questions. In Thief, sometimes you get readings. But, you know, you've got to listen to what people are saying. And to what Garrett's saying, and you've got to learn to look at the levels. There's all kinds of clues about the story and the background that wasn't good. there's all kinds of storytelling that's done through the medium of the levels themselves. That's how we want to do it. No, we're not gonna play the jump game here. If you mess up here, he'll hear you. There's one more guard in Bafford's throne room. Okay, 1429, and that will be our... That's all the loot in the level. The scepter is a special item, doesn't count towards the loot score. It's a separate mission goal. So we want to gradually turn out the lights because we're going to bring this last guard down with another flying knockout.
Who's there? Is someone there?
No one is there. Oops. Try again, man fool. There we go. Now this is really designed to throw you off. He doesn't just turn. How he turns and what directions he's facing and when he moves, it's weird. You got to be patient. I don't want to come at him from a perpendicular angle. He'll see me. I also don't want to jump at him from some kind of odd diagonal. We're just going to chill out here until he turns to face the throne, and then we will execute our last Mystic Airborne knockout. Let's not be... Still hang out off to the side a little bit. Okay. Just like that. You bop him on the head before...
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
You want to bop him on the head...
Here we go.
Before your feet hit the ground. It can work even if your feet hit the ground first. I mean, it can work. It doesn't have to be that you... It doesn't necessarily have to be that you have to hit him before your feet hit the ground. I've had it work both ways, but ideally you deliver that blow before the sound of your feet hitting the ground alerts him. So I'm just going to showcase this secret exit here, which is probably perfectly well known to most players of Thief, but... have a guard down there, so let's figure out where he's at.
Hello? Show yourself.
I won't.
Nothing make a noise now.
He does it.
Something move there?
Oops. Okay, now.
Can't hear it anymore. Probably nothing.
It could happen often that guards or civvies would get stuck on surfaces. That used to happen all the time in Thief. It looks like it didn't actually, he's not actually stuck, but it's not uncommon at all, especially back in the old days, for that to occur. And it could very much change how you would have to approach a situation if somebody was all glitched out. But I think we're good. Let's just get on out. So, good times. I will see everybody back next time.